I remember that it was something that was always made out to be, as a studious person, you have to study Romeo and Juliet. And when I finally got to the text, I thought that it was incredibly plain and overhyped for me, actually.
Romeo and Juliet is one of those things that you kind of look forward to learning all throughout your life. You just always hear about it. And when I finally got there, it was just the way it was taught was just so ridiculously boring. And it just kind of ruined it for me.
Regardless of age or grade, reading Shakespeare has always been a daunting challenge for high school students. Many current teaching methods are no longer adequate when it comes to educating the general student body. Our conservatory saw an opportunity to innovate, and LATW granted us permission to experiment with their app. We were tasked with creating a curriculum that would work in conjunction with LATW's Romeo and Juliet app. Our curriculum is different because it is easy and intuitive, it is Common Core ready, and it is made by students for students.
We designed lessons for the LA TheaterWorks app that provide a ready-to-use curriculum. This means that when teachers use the LA TheaterWorks app, they can have access to appropriate activities that supplement the readings, which are all contained on the iPad. With the use of Apple's iBooks, we designed rich, immersive, student-friendly curriculum that incorporates the wealth of knowledge available on the internet. It allows students to interact with content in ways that were unimaginable a couple years ago. With the use of cloud computing, we are able to have students complete the activities on the iPad and then directly send their responses to the teacher. These responses are in an easy-to-grade format that streamlines the grading process.
Oh, it was really incredible. Like, I'm a very big Shakespeare fan, and the purpose of Shakespeare, it's not meant to be read, it's meant to be performed, and to see it being performed. And the fact that you get to hear like amazing classically trained actors like read it, and their voices are just amazing. The acting's all there. You can hear breathing between the pauses, and it's really incredible. And I really feel like they're keeping the tradition of Shakespeare alive, and it's more fun than just like reading it in like the classroom.
It's encouraging seeing how much students enjoy the activities as well as the rigor that the activities demand.
Before we dove too deep into solidifying the curriculum, we wanted to gather some feedback on both the learning outcomes so far and the app itself. Several 9th grade English teachers, including Jeannie Chufo, Amanda Toothaker, and Robin Duncan, have piloted one or both of the programs in their classes. We are constantly receiving valuable information to improve our curriculum and to make it more accessible to both students and teachers. We received feedback from open student surveys and teacher responses, and an overwhelming majority of students found that the app and the iBook made it easier to understand the play and were user-friendly. The teachers found it extremely useful and accessible, and overall, their students performed better and were more engaged with the text. This curriculum is built for the technological age and the updating educational system. Students can more easily comprehend the text, and the interactive iPad activities prove useful in aiding their learning as well. Because this curriculum was built by students for students, it has been developed to appeal to their interests. The enticing ethical debates, connections to current events, and interactive activities in our curriculum help students to become more involved and connected to the text.
In this age of innovation, our modern approach will prove essential to educators.
With the iBooks, we open the door to the wealth of information available on the internet.
Our lessons bridge the gap between the classroom and society, and we look forward to its implementation in classrooms across the nation.